Hey guys, Ken the Movie King, and back again with another movie review. And now, before I jump into the movie review of what I'm going to be talking about, and from the title you know it's street trash, this movie right here, I do got to admit that I did want to review this movie earlier, because I did check this out on Sunday, so I wanted to review this right when it was fresh in my mind. I usually like to do that when it's fresh in my mind, but I have gone back to the gym to get back in shape for, in a couple months I plan to have a Western boxing match. So my whole routine and everything has changed. I'm actually completely sore. I can't even bend over. And yesterday the coach had us, had our arms up. I don't know, doing that it hurts as well. And everybody had to take turns coming and just, punching your chest, basically, just punching the shit out of your tummy. So, my stomach is pretty messed up right now. I mean, that's why bending over and all that is a problem. But it's all good. And as well as my eating, I had to change the way I eat. No more junk food, which sucks because for a time I was enjoying eating, all that garbage. I was enjoying eating that, but have to stop for now because I have to get my body built up for this fight. But anyways, due to all that, haven't had the time. But today I go to the gym a little bit later, so took this time to decide to talk about Street Trash because this is a movie I really wanted to talk about, and I've been mentioning I want to review this movie for a while. The best way I can describe this movie is a trauma film with a big budget. That's what I'll say. And a trauma film, honestly, I gotta be quite honest. This is better than a trauma film. I gotta say, I love Toxic Avenger. I do like trauma films. Not all of them are great, but I do like them. But this is better than anything trauma has done. The acting is not as it's not great, but it's not as bad as trauma films, and it's shot wonderfully. And then I'll explain something about the camera work and all that. But the movie, the best way I could describe it, it's really hard to explain this movie without spoiling it. But I'll say the best way to describe this movie, it's about two brothers, homeless guys, two brothers that are homeless. They live in this junkyard that's owned by this sleazy guy who has a Asian secretary. The reason why I say I have to mention Asian because she really stands out in this movie. But so it's 18-year-old, I believe he's Fred, and then his brother is Kevin. Does it have it on here? Yeah. Fred, who's 18, but he doesn't look like he's 18. He looks like he's probably like 30 something, but he's 18. And his younger brother, who must be probably 16 or 14. They live in this junkyard, and this junkyard that's run by all these homeless people just live there. The owner of the junkyard doesn't enjoy that at all, but the secretary actually helps these homeless people out. Now, as you know, a lot of homeless people do, end up drinking a lot, and so that's what these homeless people are doing. They're all they're about is trying to get that drink. Go to the liquor store if it means robbing it, if it means trying to steal people's money to buy that fix. Anyways, the liquor store owner, and this is all based in Manhattan. So this liquor store owner finds in his attic this case of liquor, and the liquor is actually called a Viper, and it's cool because in this movie, that's by Synapse, which they always do great jobs. You get the sticker, so you can make your own basically a Viper drink. So this owner finds this case full of these Vipers, and it looks like I don't drink, so it's like a brandy. It looks like brandy, but it has like this label, this exact label on it. So here you can see a better thing on it. So he finds it and he decides to sell it to people for $1. The thing is, when these homeless people find it, when they get a hold of it, when somebody gets hold of it and they drink it, they melt in seconds. Once they take that sip, they melt. And I'm telling you, they melt. I mean, you can see something in the cover here. That's in the movie. All right, that is definitely in the movie. And the effects, if you're thinking that the effects might be like, oh, it's corny, because I think this is 1988. If you're thinking that maybe it will look corny, absolutely not. The effects are awesome. Awesome as hell. But if I'm gonna be quite honest, the melting about the melting alcohol, the wine that makes the people melt, is actually a second part of this movie. It's not even the main thing about this movie, to be quite honest. The main story is actually about this guy, this homeless guy that used to be in the Vietnam War, and now he's suffering from all. I don't even say that. He's just a complete psychopath. He was a hitman in the Vietnam War, and he's like the leader of all the homeless people in this junkyard. And he's completely nuts. So you're basically following these homeless people and the course of what their actions they do. And then there's also a side story as well of a cop that's investigating the situation that happens. I don't want to spoil it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to spoil anything, and that's the best way I can describe it. There's a cop that's trying to investigate a situation that happens. He's trying to investigate. So while this is going on with this leader and the crimes and the cop trying to investigation, the side story is this viper. I mean, it just pops up there. But honestly, I could say this movie fucking rocks, man. This movie is awesome as hell. It's awesome. If you're a horror fan, and you've not checked this movie out, there's a problem, man. There's a problem. You gotta check it out. Even if it means that you gotta go rent it on Amazon. Go purchase it. Go purchase this on Amazon. I purchased this. I believe you can get it for $14. Buy this movie. Put it in your collection. It's worth it. It's worth it. This is shot awesome. This is shot great, like perfectly. What the flying fuck is that? Well, anyways, this is shot perfectly. Like I can't even believe it. This is like a low budget horror movie. When you're watching it, you're just like, really? This movie is shot this way? This is amazing. I mean, it's shot stellar. Now, I decided, because when the movie was done, I had to look it up. Like, this director, I mean, and this is directed well, really well done for such a low budget, such a dirty ass movie. Because I gotta say, this movie is dirty as hell. When you're done, you feel like you gotta take a shower because it makes you feel so gross and icky. Yes, this is not a movie that if you get easily pissed off about certain things like rape or just racial slurs or anything like that, this is not a movie for you to check out because you're gonna get pissed off. You're gonna get pissed off. You're gonna probably bash it. And honestly, IMDb rates it really low. Like, this movie should be higher. Anyways, you know, I was checking out the director, and it's interesting. This director and the writer, this is the only movie feature film he's ever directed and wrote. He's more of a cameraman, and I mean, you could tell from this movie that this guy knows how to do shots. Like, he's camera, and he's shot some. Hold on a second, it's gonna cut down right here. I need to get my phone so I can pull up IMDb so I can let you guys know what it is. Sorry about that cut. I don't like to really do cuts, but I really wanted to show you guys this director that made Street Trash, the only feature film he's ever done. He's done all the camera work for movies like, do it right now, show you right now. Thank you guys for being patient if you're still watching. If you're not, okay. So, did the camera for Rush Hour 3. Okay, that's not Crash. If you've not seen Crash, I actually like Crash a lot. Did Crash. X-Men 2. So that movie, all the camera work is done by the director of Street Trash. Red Dragon, all the camera work. The Rush Hour 2. Swordfish. The first Fast and Furious. Gone in 60 Seconds. Any Given Sunday. Julia Roberts, Runaway Bride. L.A. Confidential. U.S. Marshal. Fucking Titanic. Casino. Yes. All the steady camera work that is done in those movies is by the director of Street Trash. I don't know why this guy never did any other movies, but this is a movie for all you horror fans. If you're a horror fan, check it out. check it out, give it a watch, and let me know if you have checked it out. Because I really want to hear you guys' opinion about it, because this movie kind of blew me away. I was just shocked as hell, like, what the fuck? Why haven't I seen this movie earlier? Anyways, I'm giving Street Trash an A. That's right, I'm giving it an A. Because this movie is fucking awesome. And I will watch this again and again. And I said, this is a trauma film with a big budget. This is Key on the Movie King. Hope you guys have a great rest of the week and a great weekend. Signing off.